evening.
Everybody, and
or good
welcome.
morning.
Yes,
depending on
good
where
morning,
you are.
good afternoon.
Time zones, always fun.
Yes, absolutely. Welcome to this, our first live video for this particular Kickstarter
Yes,
campaign.
exactly, for the reboot.
For the reboot. So we are here this evening, morning, afternoon, to talk to you about the It Came From Below expansion. So the aim of this particular video is to show you all the different components.
We're going to play a round or two, showing you how it all works. Obviously, if you guys have any questions in the chat that you'd like answered whilst we're here, we'll be answering them whilst we play. We'll have a little bit of time at the end as well, hopefully, where we can answer your questions too. So feel free to leave them in the chat and we will get to you.
Absolutely. Okay?
But before that, It Came From Below, the first expansion that we're very excited about. So what's the deal? What's the deal?
There's a thing, and it came from below.
There's a thing. So we are on Titan. Obviously, we're still mining, but we've mined too deep. We weren't the first thing, whatever, to come to Titan. And so we've awoke something. Is it good? Is it bad? Well, that I can't tell you because that changes every single game.
Yes.
So the idea is that we're going to have a new entity on the board that all the players are going to be able to interact with, even though a lot of these entities, shall we say, actions and interactions on the board are going to be drawn randomly at the beginning of the game. Everybody has access to them. Everybody knows how it works. So once again, it's up to you to best utilize them.
Absolutely. So it's a worker placement mechanic, essentially, that all players can use.
Exactly.
How and when you can use it is determined by the characteristics of the alien at the beginning of the game. So if we go over to the components here, the alien itself is represented by this larger
this lovely
here.
alien model, obviously.
Yes, absolutely. We have a certain amount of tiles here, which we're going to explain.
This kind of like mosaic, as it were, represents the alien. And it's separated into 4 pieces.
Yes.
Why? Because each game, we draw each one of these pieces separately.
Yeah.
So of the alien's head, its tentacles, we have the babies, and we have the resource.
Yeah.
Okay, and each one of these, there's 6 tiles for each space, shall we say.
Yeah.
And each one is drawn randomly, which means that every game you play, you have a completely different configuration. There are good actions, bad actions, so you can come out with an alien that's fairly balanced with some good stuff and some bad stuff. You can come out with something which is really going to make people's day, a bit of a nightmare, or it can be something very beneficial. It's kind of controlled chaos in the randomness of it.
Yes.
But once again, all players have access to it, so everybody gets to use it as they see fit.
Definitely.
So in this draw, as it is so far, so we have, first of all, the alien's head. So this is going to dictate when the alien is activated.
Yes.
Okay?
So when we say activate, that means when a player can use it.
Exactly. So in this case, it's going to be activated when we place a vertical tile, as shown by the little vertical tile. So whenever you place a vertical tile on the board, vertical pipe, the alien will activate immediately.
Yeah.
There are other things that activate the alien when we go into the core, when we come to somebody's base, when we take possession of a rig, all that kind of thing. And when the alien activates, what action makes it activate dictates when the alien activates, which can have a big effect on its utility and gameplay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Second major tile is the tentacles. That is the alien's action, because when it is activated, it moves anywhere on the board, up to you, and then it performs its action, or it can perform its action. It can do another thing, but we'll get to that just after. So first of all, we have the tentacles. This one in particular allows it to take a drone and move it anywhere on the board via alien mind control, or you could just throw it, whatever you want.
I like to picture it just kind of winding up and just
yeeting that thing across the board.
Into the sun.
So basically, that can be anybody's drone. That can be yours. That can be mine.
Yeah.
When the alien activates, obviously this is a drone activation that happens just after you place your pipe and resolve the pipe itself.
Yep.
So that could technically get you a free drone movement anywhere on the board, or an opponent's free drone movement if you want to move it somewhere where they can't get it back. They don't have any hydrocarbons, for example.
Yep.
Then next up we have the baby. So that's the second kind of action that an alien can do.
Yep.
Instead of doing its main action, it can lay an egg, which becomes a little baby alien.
Yes.
And these little baby aliens, well, they have powers as well, randomly generated. This one is a bit of an aggressive one. At the end of the cycle, when we normally pump resources up from the planets, or from the moon rather, into our ships, the babies will eat a deuterium.
Yes.
So you drop babies onto rigs like they were drones, basically. Babies take up a drone slot, so they artificially reduce the amount of drones you can have on that rig. And in this case, they then start eating deuterium. They can do a load of other things as well. They can make rigs more profitable to upgrade. They can eat tolerance as well. 6 different effects, and each time, once again, the combination of different powers makes the alien more or less useful from different strategies.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then finally, you'll notice that we have these 2 kind of like alien pools here. And on the board, you might have noticed that we do not have any ice below our bases.
Yes, so normally that's part of your starting configuration, but that's been a day. We have your starting base, your pipes going out, 1 pipe going down, and a rig. And normally we'd have an ice tile here, which would prevent you from building a rig there. But this time,
we have a pool. An alien pool. And in that pool is alien resources represented by these crystals. Now, these can be picked up by drones. If you connect to the rig, you can draw them up into your hold as well.
Yep.
And they all have different powers, like every other piece of the alien, shall we say.
Yep.
They all do different things. The one we have here today is that resources are joker resources. Alien resources are jokers, so they can be anything. So they can be super useful. The alien resource can also be negative, however. It can lose you points, a lot of points at the end of the game. It can act as a sort of pseudo-deuterium, so it can gain you extra points. It can allow you to place extra pipes, the only way to do that in the game, unless they're in your dropship.
Yeah.
Once again, the alien you draw at the beginning of the game will dictate exactly what kind of game you're going to have that time round.
Definitely.
And, I mean, we have changed... We did the live in French just before now.
Yep.
We changed the alien a little bit. To get a bit of a different gameplay experience for us, shall we say.
Yep.
And just by changing these 2 side tiles, I think we're going to have a completely different game than what we had before. And that's the great thing about Aliens. Like, I've played it a dozen times now. Georgina's played it only once during the first live.
Yeah.
And it really reinvents itself every time you play it, as you're about to see. So I think we've covered everything. Oh, of course, the standard warning. This is, of course, a prototype made by us.
Yep.
So what you get will be much nicer, won't be hand-painted, that kind of thing. So don't take it to heart. Apart from that, I think we've covered everything. We can get going. And anything else we'll explain as we go.
So we start by placing the alien into the core of Titan, because that's where it pops.
There we go.
Every time.
It starts on its deuterium.
Yep.
There we go. And then, well, we do the game as normal.
We do. So I'm player 1, which means I get to choose my first rig from those available.
What would you like?
I'm going to take. You know what? I'm going to take titanium. Sure. Why not? Let's take titanium. So titanium, I'm going to put it here. So I get 1 water for that, which is going to go into my dropship instead of my hold, and then I get 3 pipes.
That's the one. And then we fill this up. And you get 3 points as well.
I do.
Up.
I get 3 points.
Okay. I am going to... I am going to take hydrocarbons this game. And I think I am going to put it... Where am I going to put it? I'm going to put it here. So I'm going to get 1 silicium and 1 hydrocarbon for my hold. Okay. Oh, sorry, no, for my dropship, rather. What am I on about? It's been a long day. There we go. Fill that up. And then I get 5 points, however.
You do.
Up to 7. We fill it up with 5 talents as well. It's going to be a bugger to clean up. And then we're done. So straight into the first round. Off we go.
Sure. Well, I'm going to start by placing a pipe downwards.
Okay. So you connect to that alien pool. So alien pools act just like rigs when you connect to them, so you can draw up a resource. They're not boosted by the presence of drones, however.
No. So, it would make sense that the drone technology is not compatible with an alien pool.
It makes sense.
It does make sense. So I'm going to take one of the resources from here, which is going to come into my hold.
But you're also going to get a tolerance, because you did go
down. However, I also activate the alien.
So as soon as we have activated our pipe placement, the alien can activate. So it can move and then move a drone anywhere on the board, or it can move and drop a baby, which is going to start eating deuterium.
So the alien's particular power for this time is that it can
move a drone anywhere.
Throw a drone anywhere on the board, which means one of mine or one of yours. The alien moves first anywhere on the board and then acts, so I could throw your drones or my own. What's cool about it is it can allow me to sort of throw a drone whose turn it is not, bearing in mind that each drone can usually only act on its own turn. I'm trying to figure out what the combo possibilities are here. Bearing in mind that this game, we've got the babies eating deuterium, which can be a really cool way to mess with people.
Indeed.
However, it's only useful if you're going to, be upgrading your rigs.
Or if you think your opponent's going to be upgrading the rigs.
Yeah, absolutely. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move the alien here, and I'm going to use it to throw drone number 1 over here.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Drone number 1 is then going to act. Drones can usually, they move and then act. They can't act, then move. So drone 1 is actually going to take this. Curses.
Okay.
But that's all it can do.
That's fine.
It would have been really useful if I'd had a titanium to, follow.
Sure.
Actually, I do.
So you do have a joker.
I do. I have an alien resource, so I can use that as a joker.
Yep.
I'm going to do that. So I'm going to spend this as if it were a titanium to buy an extra action for that drone.
Yep.
That extra action is going to be, I have to spend a hydrocarbon to do it.
Yep, because you're outside of your network.
Outside of my network. I'm going to spend that hydrocarbon, and that drone is going to return.
Ta-da.
So it's cost me 2 resources to do it, but I've got deuterium straight off the bat. Which,
as a little side note, you can only spend 1 of these cubes per turn.
Yeah, it would be really powerful otherwise. So yeah, that was pretty productive, I would say, in terms of first turn. I am going to fulfill that first planetary order because I can. I have 1 water, 1 hydrocarbon, so I'm going to spend those.
2 points for you.
And get 2 points. So that's already a demonstration of what the alien can do.
Indeed.
And it is your turn.
Okay, well, I think so I've got a little bit of hydrocarbons. I've got some of that. I am going to...
It's going to be one of these games.
It's going to be one of these games.
It's going to be one of these games.
I will take a pipe. I think I'm going to emulate you for the moment. So I'm going to go down, going to get one of these joker resources because that could be very useful later on.
Handy.
I'm going to get a tolerance for that, however.
Yeah. So just as a reminder, this is a joker resource, but it's a joker of one of the lesser resources.
Yes,
so
exactly.
only silicium, titanium, hydrocarbon, or water.
Indeed.
It can't emulate.
One you can spend on actions, basically. It's not worth anything at the end of the game.
No.
Okay, and then I have drone number 1. So I placed horizontal pipe.
Yeah.
Vertical.
The other horizontal.
So I'm going to do something slightly different for you. I'm going to come here. I'm going to drop a babby. Here.
Great.
Okay, so that's going to start eating deuterium at the end of the turn.
Yep.
Then I'm going to spend 1 hydrocarbon.
Okay.
In order to take my drone number 1 and move it here.
Okay.
And I'm going to take one of those deuterium.
Okay.
Ta-da! So, the result of that is, obviously, I can't move that drone back this turn. I sadly do not have another hydrocarbon to get it back. However, it means that I've already taken up 2 spaces on that rig.
Yeah.
So you're going to have a hard time, getting anything out of that one.
Sure.
And also, it means that you either have to get that deuterium this round, or it will disappear.
Oh, it's
so
yeah.
That's a more annoying alien gameplay, shall we say? It's not always the case. It really depends on the things you draw.
Yeah.
So
Well, you're forcing my hand, but it's that's okay.
There will be.
That's fine.
Okay. So.
Okay. Well, 2 can play at that game. Is what
Clearly.
I would say. So my second turn, I'm going to continue drilling down because I've already started, so I may as well reach the core because that's going to get me stuff at the end of the game.
So obviously in this configuration, the alien resources are good.
Yes.
We like them, we want them. They're not essential. There are other modules where the alien resources, like I said, the one that allows you to put down extra pipes is really valuable. So people will pay a lot more attention to the alien pools. As it is, it's good. It can be very useful, but we're not going to base our entire strategy around it, shall we say. So there's not going to be like a huge fight for these resources.
No.
It is still good, however.
Yeah.
So we can pipe down and then go, well, whilst we're here, let's go down into the core. If, however, that resource is bad, and it can be very bad, you're going to avoid that area like the plague.
Yes.
So
Yeah. Because they can be, there is a resource configuration that means that the alien resource is worth -4 at the end of the game, and you can't get rid of it from your hull. You can't even crush it with a tolerance, which you can do with every other resource, but not this one. So once you get it,
you stuck with it. Right, so what did you want to do?
Okay, so I've reached
Put down
the
your
centre.
pipe. You have your alien activation first.
I have to take another Tollins.
You do? Not great?
No. So I have my alien activation.
That was a fun thing from the game we played as well just before, where the power was when you spent alien resources, you could lay down an additional pipe.
Yeah.
The fun thing is, the pipes, you take them straight from your hold. So all of a sudden, you're laying down more pipes, generating more resources, but you have extra space in your hold.
Yeah.
Now that that's not the case, all of a sudden I'm like, oh, this isn't playing out the same way.
No.
So,
no,
once again, big variability in gameplay.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to do a similar thing to you. I'm going to move the alien here and poop an alien.
Okay.
Maybe.
But you don't have any hydrocarbons, so you can't come and steal my stuff.
I can't come and steal your stuff. I had the choice basically between doing that, or I was thinking of maybe throwing a drone here to like prepare my next pipe. But I'm not sure if I really want to do that now. So I still have drone number 2, which can act. We have Pit online. Hey, Pit. Drone number 2 is going to move here. And I'm going to save this final resource before someone can get their grubby mitts on it. No, actually, you know what? That's dumb. I'm not going to do that.
That's dumb, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first.
It's dumb. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to move that drone. I'm going to move that drone. I'm going to move it. I'm going to do it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
To that rig?
Yeah, I'll leave it there for the time being. Cool. It can always be useful. So, end of turn. Oh, I can fulfill that planetary order. I'm going to do that. So I will spend that 1 deuterium to fulfill the Enceladus planetary order and get 2 points.
Right.
This is a completely different rhythm of gameplay to the game we played just before.
For you, those of you that stuck around and saw that. Okay, so
there's only 2 things that have changed as well.
Absolutely. So, okay, well, my plan was if you didn't take that deuterium to come and steal the last deuterium, but now there are 3 drones there, so there's no more space.
But... And I knew that, and I did that on purpose.
Of course you did. Okay, well, you know what? Let me... Ooh. Could do that. So there, deuterium, no. I do have, but I have an alien resource. Haha, I knew these things would come in handy. So, I'm going to do a double activation.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, I'm going to choose an actual action first.
Yeah, so your main action is taking a resource?
Yeah, it is. I'm not going to take my pipe just now, because that's not what I'm concentrating on right now.
Sure.
So, I'm going to move my drone number 2 to here.
Okay.
Sorry. It is going to pick up one of these deuterium cubes.
Okay.
Then just to simplify things, I'm going to spend this titanium to reactivate it. It's going to move back to my base and drop that cube into my hold.
Yep.
I could then... No, I don't know if I want to buy that just yet. I think I'll spend it on that. So I'm going to get rid of water and a silicium in order to purchase this for 2 points, please.
Okay.
And that is, I believe, the end of my turn. Your turn.
Okay. So I have 2 actions left. I'm going to do some pipes.
Sure.
It's gonna go here. So I get 1 silicium for that, for the pipe placement, and then I also activate this rig. That gets me 1 titanium. Drone 3 is gonna move here. It's gonna pick this up, and then I'm gonna spend the titanium that I just got to move the drone back and unload it, because otherwise that baby is going to eat that deuterium very soon and I won't be able to get it. So I could now, if I so wished, upgrade this rig.
Yes, you could for 2.
I could for 2. That will score me 5 points. I'm going to have to deal with some Tollins later on.
There's no red on the board yet either, so that's going to...
There's no red on the board yet, and I know that next round you're going to be first player, so you're probably going to take it.
Quite possibly.
Okay. Well,
I'm going to need a 2 pretty soon, I think.
Well, let's be a chancer and do it anyway. So I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to upgrade this rig, so it's going to cost me 2.
Okay.
2, yes, which I'm expecting. And I will add a red module to the top of that, because that could help me to kind of clean away some of these red cubes.
And you get 5 points for that.
5 points.
Okay.
So on the previous game that we played, we actually had the configuration where the babies increased the value of a rig by 2 per baby present on the rig, which really had us like racing to upgrade them all as quickly as we could. So,
but of course, babies take up drone slots, so if you do put it down, you get those credits, but then you can fit less drones onto it. So you have to use it, in moderation. Or completely wildly, if that's your strategy. It can be. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to... okay.
We've got Rembolos in the comments saying that he hopes I win this game. So just so you know, people are rooting for me.
It is on. Right, so I'm going to have a pipe go here. So connect through this ice. Sadly, it's not going to get me anything. It will give me a water. Okay. Then for my drone, I'm going to do the same thing. I have an alien resource, which is a joker. So I'm going to do the same thing as last turn. I'm going to move my drone 3 down to here.
Yeah.
With its normal action, pick up that deuterium, then use my alien resource as a titanium, move it back, drop it into my hold. And I am done. It's your turn.
Very handy.
Just the dad.
So, my final action will be just to bring back my water. I have drone number 4. Drone number 4, I'm actually going to move... Yeah, I'll take a risk and say that you might... Yeah, you're not going to do that, are you? You're probably not going to do that. You might do, who knows. I'll put drone number 4 here to prepare next cycle.
Intriguing.
Okay.
Okay, so we're finished. Oh, no, sorry, I have my last turn. So I have 1 hydrocarbons, which I can move back up.
Yep.
And drone 4, I think very simply, it's just going to kind of pop that back down here.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that is. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Yep, that'll do me.
Okay.
So end of round.
End of round.
So if we own anything, we pump stuff up. So you have both a deuterium and a tolerance. I don't own anything yet, so I get nothing. 1 single solitary tear there. And it's the beginning of the next round, so we get rid of these buildings that weren't taken. We flip over the next ones.
Become first player.
I become first player, and I get first choice. What do I need to do? I would like to do that, please, sir. Yes, sir. I will put this here. So 1 deuterium and 1 titanium into my dropship. And it's your turn.
Okay. I was kind of hoping that you would do that. I'm going to take that red building, please.
2, 3.
1 silicium and 1 water.
Well,
to my
I thought you might, so I thought I'll just and you're going to put it up here so you can activate it the most, I thought. Well, you could have eventually put it there, but I wasn't.
Yeah, I mean...
I was hoping. Well, you put your drone there, so I assumed it was going to go there.
Yeah. You put your drone there. I was sure you were going to put your building there just to mess with
on top of another rig?
Well, yeah, but you could have put your next...
Oh, I could have.
Damn.
But it does not serve my purpose.
And then you did the thing anyway. Okay, so that's 1 point for me and 0 points for you.
Cooler.
First action.
First action, I'm going to draw up this titanium right here.
Okay.
My drone number 1 is all the way over there, so I'm going to spend 1 hydrocarbons to move it all the way back here during its, come on you, standard action. It's going to drop this nice deuterium cube in here. Then I'm going to spend 1 titanium to move it again. It's going to come here. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Right. Yeah, I might temporize a little bit. I'm going to take this water cube back as my main action. For my drone action, I'm going to move drone number 1 here. I'm going to fulfill that planetary order.
2 waters, sure.
2 water. So the water that I just got.
Yep.
Cool. And that's all she wrote.
Okay. Right, so let's see if I can get this to work. So, I'm going to have to, maybe not right now. could do that, but I need that first. No, connect to that. Move that.
Brain burning. It
has been one of these days, but I think
I'm
pretty sure I can do this.
Okay,
So.
oh God.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh dear. Much apprehension.
Much apprehension was had. So I will take a pipe.
Okay.
I hope I'm doing this in the right order. No, I'm not doing it in the right order. I need to do this another way. So I'm going to take a pipe. I'm going to put it here.
Oh.
Okay. So I'm going to go connecting up.
Sure.
Back to my base.
Yep.
So that's going to get me 1, 2 silicium. In we go.
Okay.
Okay. I get also a tolerance because that's how it works. And the alien is going to...
So even if you're drilling up instead of down, it's still a vertical pipe, so the alien will activate.
So I am going to throw my drone to here.
Okay.
And then I have my drone number 2 that can move here. So normally 1, 2, 3 minus 2 for my drones, so I can buy it for 1.
Yep.
1. So I'm going to put a red topper because this is going to get critical very soon. So 2 plus 2, 4 points. With my little controller token.
Okay.
And that is the end of my turn.
It's one of the cool things about this particular alien ability is that you can throw a drone somewhere without actually having to, so outside of your network, without having to pay the usual hydrocarbon to move it out. So
that's
useful.
the idea. Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and build a pipe here. So that's going to get me 1 water for the pipe placement, and then I will get 1 silicium from here. This building also activates.
Yep.
So
That's very true.
1, 2, 3 silicium because I have my drone giving me an upgrade, and I get to clean a tolerance from my.
Cool. Okay.
So
that looks good. All right then.
I can move drone number 2. It's still a little bit expensive, admittedly, for me to purchase. If I wanted to upgrade this building, for example, I can do it. It's just, a bit expensive for me to do it. It's actually less expensive for me to get this one.
1, 2, 3.
Especially if I move drone number 2 here, that allows me to prepare my next go and get a pretty decent building there. I'm going to do that.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a blue module for that.
1 blue module.
Yeah. So I only get 3 points, but hey, there's quite a lot of deuterium on this building as long as you don't start laying babies on there, which I'm sure you will do.
Which is a phrase I didn't ever expect to hear in my gaming career, but sure.
So there we go. I've got another one, and that's it.
Okay.
I do actually have to spend my resources.
Yes, you do.
So,
you should.
So that only cost me 2 to do that.
No
7 minus 5.
Okay. So. Okay. I may have. Did I do that wrong?
Probably.
Mental calculation. Yep. I'm going to drop this silicium. And that will be... It's going to be a boring turn, I know, but that will be my turn.
Okay,
so,
fair enough.
Over to you.
All right. I'm going to make the most of all the prep that I've done, and I'm going to activate this rig, although admittedly... Oh, no, actually, no, you know what? It's cool to do that. So I'm going to place a pipe here that gets me 1 titanium.
Yep.
And so this rig activates. It's going to get me 1, 2, 3, 4 tolens removed.
Yep.
So I'm going to remove these 3 from my hold and this 1 from here.
Nice. Yep, that's a good move.
And I also get 1 water because I activate my module.
Yep.
So that's another water. And the really cool thing about that is that I can now do that planetary order.
Ah, yes.
So I can discard all those resources I just took and get another 3 points.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean the alien in this configuration is slightly more discreet.
Yeah, he doesn't move around as much.
Not quite so much. I mean, I'm personally planning on using the alien much more in the next cycle.
Yeah.
This is more kind of
There's
just
going to be
like
up and
prepping.
down tempos.
Yeah.
Like, once again, depending on the configuration and when he is played during the turn, when he's activated, it changes everything.
Yeah,
it really does. So,
definitely. What I might do, however, is move drone.
Of course.
Oh no, hang on. Oh yeah, no, I can. I'm going to move drone number 3. I'm actually going to move it here. Oops.
Get out. Okay.
Yep.
Right. Whew. Well, luckily, I was afraid you were going to snooker me there, but... So I'm going to place this pipe here.
Okay.
My master plan is about to be unveiled.
Oh dear.
That gets me 1 hydrocarbon. It activates, I get some titanium, of which I can only fit 1 into my hold, sadly, even though I generate a lot. But I do actually get to remove 1 red from my topper, so I can fit a second one in there, as it will happen simultaneously. And then, for my drone action, drone number 4 is going to come here.
Okay.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 2, 2. So I'm going to spend 2 silicium to buy that platform. I am going to put a... What do I need right now? What do I need? I definitely need red. I still need red. So I get 2 plus 3, 5.
Yep.
Where's my control tokens? There they are. Up and on they go. Now where this gets interesting is now... I have 2 titanium buildings. I have the objective.
I haven't been paying attention to the objectives.
Always pay attention to the objectives. So that's 10 points for me.
Yep. Okay. Nice.
And 2 titanium buildings with red on it. So that could be very useful in our next rounds.
That's true.
But that will have to be for another time.
Well, actually, we are only at sort of 5 minutes past 8. Everybody is watching, but we're not getting very many questions. So if you like, we can play another round.
We can keep going for another round. Sure. That works for me. So end of round. We do what we normally do. So sadly, even though I got those points, I am going to have to get a load of tolerance. Oops. So, there we go.
I, however, get a decent amount of deuterium. I'm going to get 2 more because I get 1 from the centre and 1 from my building here. So that's...
Did you take the...
Yep, I did. I took a red from there as well.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I become first player.
You do.
And
we remove these.
We remove the rigs that weren't chosen last round. New ones get turned over. And there we go.
I was so worried you were going to take that second titanium plant. Don't do it.
I was not paying attention to the rigs.
I
wasn't paying attention to the objectives, sorry.
Always pay attention to the objectives.
Yeah. My fault.
So, what would you like to do?
How's about... we could do a... I'm going to take that titanium building.
Okay. You're envious of my titanium collection, I see.
Yeah. Although we don't have any blue yet. There's no blue on the...
There is 1 blue topper on the wall.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Up to you.
There isn't a blue building. They're both worth the same.
Both are worth 5, so, you know, both
Yeah,
it's
just that I already have a titanium in my network. And for doing like extra drone activations, it's pretty cool. I'm going to stick with titanium.
Okay, cool.
So I'm going to put it here. So that gets me 5 points.
Right.
It's up to 29. It's very full of rubbish, however.
I am going to... What do I have that I could activate nicely? Could always do that, I suppose. Okay. I might take the red. I do have 2 red toppers. I don't really need that. Or do I? Always the question. But I'm also very low on silicium now, so that's not great. No, it's got. Because there is a... No, but you have a topper on it. Screw it. Okay, here we go. Hup. So, 5. Oops.
So we're in the centre of the crater now, so no resources for placing rigs there.
No.
However, you do get 4 pipes, which is...
We do, which will be going to be an active turn, as they say. Well, without further ado, let's do it.
Okay. So, first turn for me is going to be a bit of a blitzer. I will... I'm going to start by placing a pipe going down. going to put it here.
Okay. Right.
So that gets me 1 Tollens, unfortunately.
Yep.
It does, however, allow me to activate the alien. The alien is going to move.
Take your titanium first, and I get to.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
It's
So
alright.
I get 2 titanium for doing that. And you get.
So I should have drawn this up in the previous phase.
red.
My apologies. I did not have enough space. I would not have had enough space right now, so I need to crush something. Ugh.
Oh.
Never mind. Up. Okay.
Okay. So I took my 2 titanium. That was all I would have had to take for that. Plus my Tollens.
I get to get rid of a red cube because of my topper.
So the alien was here.
Yep.
I am going to move it to here.
Yep.
And lay a Bibi.
A Bibi. Okay.
And then for my drone action, where's drone number 1? Drone number 1 is hanging out there. That's actually quite useful to me in its current position. Yeah, sold. That's it.
Okay.
End of my turn.
So I'm going to do something fairly similar. I'm finally going to connect down into the core. Into the core. There we go. A little control token as a reminder. That allows me to activate the alien. I was going to move him there anyway, so thank you very much. I'm going to just up radio controller drone over to here.
Yep.
That will be my turn, I think. Yep, your turn.
Okay.
And of course, sorry, I do get a tolerance because, that's the way it is.
So, for my second turn, I'm actually going to build a section of pipe here.
Okay.
So that gets me 1 silicium.
Yep.
Which I was going to take from my hole there. And I also activate this red, so these 2. So I'm going to be able to clean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from my network.
Yep.
So 2 from here I'm going to take away, and I'm going to remove 1 from here and 2 from here.
Okay. That works.
That works.
Plus you get your blue topper, so you generate
Plus I get 1 water for that. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Not bad.
And then I am going to... I'm actually going to go right ahead and buy that building. Because I can for 2.
Did you just take a pipe from your hold, however, and not from your dropship?
No, it came from here. This was my first move, right?
No, it's your second move.
Oops. Oops.
Oh,
So
no.
that should be in
Oh,
here.
yeah,
There we
fine.
go. That's not normal.
You guys keep an eye on her. She might cheat.
Yeah,
She does
might.
that from
She
time to
might.
time.
She might. Okay, yep. So I am going to buy that. It only cost me 2. I'm going to spend those 2.
Which one, sorry, are you going to buy?
This one.
That one. Cool, okay.
Yep. So I'm going to put a blue topper on that.
Okay.
So blue
Blue it
module,
is.
please.
There we go. That's a
that
lot
is
of points.
7 points for moi.
Expensivo.
That brings you up to 36.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, buying dirty buildings is a strategy in itself.
Okay. In that case, if that's how it's going to be, I am going to... I have my drone number 2.
You're in some hold distress there, my friend.
I am a little bit in hold
You
distress.
are.
I'm in serious hold distress. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I can de-stress that a little bit. I'm going to put this... Okay, so I'm going to put this here.
Okay.
So I'm going to activate it.
Yep.
In order to get rid of, not much sadly, just 1 cube. But this...
It's a shame, because if that was part of your network as well, then...
Yeah, exactly.
You would have been able to do a bit more.
But I'm going to move this here.
Okay.
Which means that I can now... Well, it's 2 minus 1. I have 1 silicium left. Sure. I can now purchase it.
Sure.
So, to be honest, what topper goes on this is not very important because it is not going to get activated much more, sadly.
No.
So, I'll put a... If I'm going to do it, I'm going to put a red on it because if I use
I'm not surprised, yeah.
I'm going to use it for
So 2.
cleaning stuff up. So that just gets me 2 points. Obviously,
Okay.
that's a cheapo one. And that is the end of my turn.
Okay.
It's your turn.
I'm going to put a pipe going downwards here.
Okay.
So that gets me a new control.
And 1 dollars.
And $1. But you know, I have a pretty clean clean thing going on there. I'm gonna fulfill that planetary order.
Cool. 2 points.
2 points.
Always helps, especially when you already have a 12-point lead.
It's true.
We'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah, we will. And drone number 3, who's currently hanging out somewhere not massively useful.
Over here.
I don't know actually. Could be handy. Because I can get a lot of silicium if I activate.
Yeah, you could get a little bit. If that's what you need. You still have a little bit left.
Yeah. I might just let him hang out there for the time being. I can move in there, I guess. Oh, I get to activate the alien.
You do actually, yes.
I do get to activate the alien. Who can I annoy? I mean, I could do a drone displacement, which is a handy thing to do with the alien, or I can just annoy you.
So I mean, like, drone displacement doesn't have to be for your benefit. It can be to the detriment of your opponents.
Sure.
You know?
Also, yeah.
Like, you know, I'm setting up drones on this building, hopefully to get a lot of silicium for it by punting a drone somewhere else.
Yeah.
Not only does that stop me from generating resources, it also stops me from reducing the cost for buying it.
Yeah.
So there's, you know, different things you can do.
Yeah. There are different levels of annoyance.
Yeah.
It is funny how the characteristics of the alien really change your play style.
I mean, we say there's a lot of board games which say highly replayable. That the alien is probably the most replayable thing we've ever done in a board game.
Yeah, definitely.
It's so different every time you play it.
Definitely. Okay, well, just for the sake of being aggravating, and showing people how aggravating it can be, I'll move the alien here, and your drone's going to go here.
Okay, cool. You sure you want to put it inside my network?
I mean, I could throw it outside of your network. You do have a hydrocarbon to bring it back, however, so really in itself...
True. I mean, I have titanium as well, so I'll be able to pre-activate it and move it back. But it will cost me titanium, which I won't be able to spend later.
Yeah. So that's that. And then for my drones as they're currently placed, that's fine. Yeah. So end of my turn.
Plus, honestly, in the state I'm in, you probably prefer to just have me, not have to spend an extra hydrocarbons to move it back, because that gives me 3 hold space, which I don't have a huge amount of at the moment. So it is my turn, so I'm going to have to pre-activate that drone before I do anything. So I'm going to move it. It's going to come back here.
Yeah.
Gets knocked down. It gets back up again. Then I'm going to take my action.
Okay.
So I am going to place a pipe going out this way.
Okay.
So I'm going to get a titanium from placing that pipe. At least I get my titanium back.
Yeah.
Generate 3 silicium from this. 1, 2, 3. Then there's 1, 2, 3 slots around the building. There's 2 left. That's going to cost me 1. So I'm going to be able to purchase that.
Very nice.
I will equip another silicium, I think. So that gets me 2 points.
2.
I can't do that planetary order. I've done all my drone. No, I've done my pre-drone activation. I could redo another activation now if I wanted to. Which I might actually... That was drone number 3, wasn't it? So I'm going to move here. I'm going to pick up this cube.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
And that's my turn. It's your turn.
Well, Jamie, I was hoping you would do that.
Oh, you have activated my trap card.
It's a trap. I'm going to come here.
That was going to be my next move.
Yeah.
Curses.
So
and you're going to get the 10 points for the objective.
So I get 10 points because that was one of the corporate objectives, to have 3 pipes going into the core of Titan. So 10 points for me. I have to take a tolerance, however. I do get to activate the alien again. I'm not going to move it, but considering that you're kind of like, you've gobbled up some nice buildings there, I'm gonna lay a baby here,
baby. Yeah.
which will mean that you will get one less.
It doesn't. There's only going to be 2 turns left after this, so I'm going to get 2. The baby's going to wait 2, unless you lay another one.
Yeah.
Once again, not a phrase I ever thought I'd have to say in a board game. Unless the alien leaves another baby there, it's not going to make a difference at this point in the game.
No.
But hey, it's strategically if you lay another one.
Yeah. So you've got your final move.
I do, and I was going to use it so well, and now I cannot. So I think, what do I want to...
I mean, you have titanium. You could destroy my pipe and then lay
do
your own
actually.
there.
I have a double titanium.
Yeah.
No, so you won't lose those 10 points. In fact, that is what I'm going to do. Thank you for telling me, for letting me get around my conundrum.
Well, I've got a 20-point lead on you. I thought I'd be a bit kind.
Single solitary. Let's see how long that lasts. So I'm going to spend 1 titanium to pre-activate my drone.
Okay.
And 1 titanium to break a Euro pipe. So these both go away. And I'm going to then, during my main action, take my remaining pipe and put it down into the cure. Okay. So, obviously, I'm only at 2, you were at 3. You keep those points, but at least I have my connection down into the core. I do have to get a tolerance.
Yeah.
And that is... Can I do that? No, I cannot. So that is it. That is the turn for now.
Yeah, that's the end of the round.
So we pump. So 1...
So I have to take from a red from here, unfortunately, but I do get to take 2 from the centre.
I have to take this.
And 1 from here.
And 3.
I've got a lot of deuterium now.
Yeah, we're pretty, we're not badly loaded up. Just my deuterium is accompanied by quite a lot of
buckets of Tollins.
Mind you, at this point, I've got 6 Tollins. I'm 4 away from the objective, and I've already got a bit of a points. You know, I need some points. Yeah. So I'd probably go for that, to be honest. And then, yeah, there are options there. I also know you own 3 buildings of a different colour. Yeah. I also own 3 buildings of different colour, so that objective is all to play for. Yeah. You've probably got more zones connected, so there's that. Planetary orders are going to be tricky, so this one is all still to play for, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, yeah.
Lots to do. Anyway, we have probably run out of time then. We're probably about half past, so this video has gone on long enough.
Yeah, we're fine. We're at 20 minutes past 8 currently.
Perfect. So we have a little bit of time for questions, if there's any questions.
Well, we had a question earlier about when the pledge manager was going to be.
Yep. So the pledge manager normally opens like a month or so after we finish the campaign. Obviously, that's going to be right over the Christmas holidays, so we'll probably open after that, sometime in January. And don't worry, it will remain open for a few months.
Cool.
So there you go.
We also had a question about how... does this add a lot of extra play time to the game? Does it make the game a lot longer? The answer to that was no, really. You're looking at an addition of maybe 10 to 15 minutes. Really, it just adds an extra thing for you to consider, which can give you more think time.
It gives you more options. Yeah, it's think time, in all fairness. It doesn't add any extra turns once the board's full up. You know, we have 2 turns left. The Alien expansion does not change that. No. The Alien pools replace the ice, so it really doesn't mess with the timer. So no, there's really nothing that changes in this situation. No. You just have a new element to consider. Yeah. And because once again, the Alien is different every single time. I mean, even in this configuration we just played, you change the way the Alien activated or what it does, or the babies, or the resources. Yeah. It changes a big amount of how the Alien can be played. Yeah. So that's always to be taken into account. Like I said before, this is possibly the most replayable thing we've ever done with a board game. Yeah, definitely. And really, like, this is only the second game of It Came From Below that I've played. Even with just these two sort of modules changed out of the entire tableau, it really completely changes the gaming sensation. The like being able to throw the drones around is really useful. I don't feel that I used it as well as it could have been. The baby aliens eating deuterium is just a great way to kind of mess with you a little bit. Well, you can either lose points or you have to spend your actions getting the deuterium before the babies do. Yeah,
absolutely. So it's it really does add something really interesting to the game. It does take a few turns, I find, to kind of figure out what the combos you can do are. Yep. And actually, having the alien resources available as like jokers is really useful as well. And both of us use that to our advantage a couple of times.
We only used it once each. Yeah. But I have a feeling that later on, when we... Obviously, I wanted to pipe back down into the core, so I haven't re-piped back into this. But there was once or twice I was like, if I had a joker resource, I'd have been a little bit better off. So definitely. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how exactly I would have played out the next round. I think I probably would have continued to build here and sort of get.
Oh well, we would have had to because those are the only spaces left.
Well, I have a space here, but.
Well, I mean, I have 2 here. You have 2 there.
Sure.
It's.
Not masses of choice.
No, for sure. But there's multiple. I mean, I think I would have just gone for tolerance and just tried to generate as much tolerance. I only need to generate 4 more in order to be able to get that objective. Yeah. you could have spent time. I mean, if you could have, for example, piped up somewhere and stopped me from getting another connection to the core, that would have kept your 10-point lead. You know, I probably would have put down a water because I was only really missing water on the board in order to get those 10 points.
Sure. I probably would have gone for water, but for a different reason, because I would have gone for the Mars order. Because I have a nice mixture of stuff in here. I wasn't missing a lot of stuff to be able to get what I needed.
True.
So admittedly, I am missing hydrocarbons, and there's pretty much no way for me to get it. You're a long way away.
Hey,
then.
well, yeah, but I mean, you know, we're not.
I would probably have had to destroy a pipe and then relay, I think. But again,
that's possible. Well, you've got so many options. It's Titan. You always have options. And with the aliens, you have even more options. So, you know, it's like, you could even just throw one of your drones like I did there before. You could have just thrown one of your drones the other side of the board and then just purchased it at, at a high price, but you could have purchased it just to stop me from being able to get it. So...
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, many things you can do.
So many. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully this has been of use to you.
Indeed.
If you're watching during the live, then great. If you are watching this on Facebook later on, then please feel free to leave us your comments below. We'll always answer them. Hopefully this has convinced you that the Alien expansion is a cool addition to the game. I certainly think that it is, because I hadn't actually played it before this evening. In terms of like what's coming up on the Kickstarter campaign, we're aware that funding has slowed down a bit.
Yeah, but that's a problem that all Kickstarters are having at the moment. It's very saturated. There's a lot of big projects.
Yeah.
Obviously, with the funding goal of Titan, we're kind of stagnating / yo-yoing, going up, but baby steps.
Yeah.
We have a couple of things in place to hopefully help counter that. We have a lot of social media stuff going out.
Yeah.
We have the BGG contest starting tomorrow, so that normally brings in a lot of people, fingers crossed. And also, we've thought of a very cool social stretch goal for you guys in order to, well, obviously, we're going to ask for your help. We're going to ask you to share and like and that kind of thing, which will hopefully get the word out and help us to hopefully get more people in, which will unlock even more stuff for you. But just by doing that, we'll be able to give you a cool goodies. There you go. So, we also have about 4,000 people subscribed to the page. So those that put a little reminder on the Kickstarter page. Yeah. So we're expecting to get them back. They will get a reminder in the last 48 hours. And if the project, there's a lot more stuff, it's a lot more attractive, that kind of thing. Hopefully we will get a lot of pledges over the last 48 hours. So it might be a little bit explosive. It wouldn't be the first time we've had that.
No.
So, all things considered, with the current Kickstarter atmosphere, shall we say, in all the projects, we're not that unhappy with it. Uncomfortable. Hopefully we can do better, but we shall see.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in any case, the project is funded, so
exactly.
you guys will get your games. Obviously, if we can get a bit further, we'll be super happy. It's all still to play for, so thank you all for your support so far.
Indeed.
As we said, let us know if you have any questions, and we will be back every day on the Kickstarter page.
Usual.
And we have a new expansion coming next week.
Indeed.
So thank you very much for watching, everyone, and we will see you very soon.